Flux.
Hey guys, it's Flux here, and welcome back to our Cities of Tomorrow Let's Play, and we've finally made it to episode 25. We finished 3 cities now. This is Platinum Ridge looking at now. Basically, this is the idea here. We're going to go over all 3 of the cities, kind of do a little overview of each one of them so far. We're not entirely done with them yet. We're mostly done with all of these now. We're kind of just to the point now we're just going back and maybe editing a few things here and there to make the rest of them work better, but for the most part, they're done. So we're going to go over them now, and we're going to talk about each one a little bit, and then talk about the future after this. So first things first, we're in Platinum Ridge here, and this is definitely a more experimental city. It was a division between the Futuristic Academy and the kind of darker, more industrial Omega-Co. And by doing that, by trying to balance multiple specializations and trying to balance the different wealth classes, it was definitely a lot harder, especially with this giant mountain range in the middle. But I think that the way our interchange works is one of the best I've done so far. It really does handle the traffic very well. There are some, exceptions to it, but we are at like 250,000 now people in the city with very little traffic issues. The maglev's definitely helped a lot, and overall we are making a profit. So the city's going well. The processor plant is doing just fine. We're selling TVs and mostly computers actually for the awesome amount of profit we're getting out of that, and then that plus our taxes is making us a lot of money. So this city was a success. We got a lot of things done, and I think overall the whole concept of dividing them in half and the fact that it kind of fits right in the middle of the 2 other cities really worked out very well. Alright, this is Somerset, our first city in the series, and I have to admit, after many different episodes of the series of this the city anyway, I got lots of people saying you're spelling Somerset wrong. It's spelled S-O-M, not S-U-M. And I always thought, well, maybe just some weird way you guys spell your neighborhoods wherever you're from or something. But then I noticed that my neighborhood that I named this thing after in the first place is indeed spelled with an O. So I'm totally wrong. I should probably admit that now before I get even more flack for that. But hey, okay, I'm just going to leave it because at this point I've got all the thumbnails done with the U. I've got the city name with the U, so I'm just going to deal with it, whatever. But anyway, beyond the actual name, the city also turned out very well. After first completing it, I wasn't really happy with it because of the fact that we're making a profit. That was mostly due to the fact that almost our entire population was living in mega towers, and the mega towers were not profitable before the update. So now that they're updated, they're making a profit. We have a solid income. It's not gigantic like Platinum Ridge or Gloomsville. Actually, Gloomsville's not really that big either, but it's not gigantic, but it is enough to make a profit. So that's nice. But this city is very different in the fact that we have 87,000 control net in this like gigantic control net array, which I'm honestly really proud of. I mean, everything else aside in this city, I think this is probably my favorite part of the whole city, just because it makes so much control net. Everything else is totally just like set for the rest of forever, really. So that's cool. Our interchange we made was definitely experimental. It was one of my first few interchanges that I actually tried doing. Inspired by Yudo, I thought it'd be cool to try it out, and I didn't really think too much about where they were taking the people, and I think because of that, it wasn't as efficient as it could have been. I don't know. It's used. You can see that there are people on it, but it's not as efficient as it could be. So that's all right. I mean, I think we definitely learned a lot from it, and from there I took it and applied it to Platinum Ridge's interchange, which was a lot more successful than this one was. But either way, that's that. And beyond that, we do have a few more things in this city that are interesting. We did do a lot of suburbs, not a whole lot of like dense parts of the city, but a lot more just kind of nice smaller suburbs along the ocean side and beach views and whatever. I actually intentionally left a lot of those things the size that they were and didn't make them the full size just for that reason, for aesthetics purposes. I didn't actually try to make some gigantic population city. We only have like 108,000 people in the city, but I think it turned out well either way, even though it's not as profitable as it could be if we did make them bigger. I think that in this situation the aesthetics are more important than the actual income. So beyond that, we do also have the launch arcology, which is about halfway filled up. We'll come back to that throughout the rest of this series. We haven't finished it yet, but we'll come back and we will see it launch off. I did try and make this a tourism city at first, but it kind of started to fail on us. I don't know, tourism's kind of difficult. You need to really commit to it and just have everything be tourist oriented, have really good transit and make it all easy on them. And in the end, I just ended up having one casino with some different attractions here and there, but it's definitely profitable, so that's good. The casino's making a lot of money. The one that we had, the other one wasn't making a lot of money, so I deleted it, but the first one is still making a lot of money, so that turned out well. And I think overall the city was a lot of fun. It definitely looks really cool in this little island area. It's not on the mainland. It's kind of off out there, and it's all kind of futuristic and nice and clean like Utopia would be. So overall, I'm happy with it. I think it turned out really well, and I think it's a good addition to our kind of trio of cities in these first 3 cities. All right, now onto our last city, Gloomsville. This one is our polluted Omega-Co, super crazy money-grabbing city. Definitely, it's a utility city. So I think this is the hardest city we had to run of all the cities. Spent the most time in the city trying to balance out the budget, and even then, especially with the new power plant we put in here, it's just so hard to keep a steady, even profit coming in. I mean, right now we're at about -3,000, -4,000 because of our second fusion reactor we have in right now, because we don't have enough power to handle Platinum Ridge, Somerset, and this city at the same time. So running 2 fusion reactors, which is costing us about 25,000 an hour, which is ridiculous. So once we take that out of here, I'm going to put it in the new city, the all taxes and crazy money grabbing city. Once I have that one handled with this fusion reactor in it, then we should be making a profit here of about, anywhere from 20 to 25,000 an hour, which is what I'm hoping for out of this city, minus all this ridiculous power expenses we're getting here. But other than that, we're making a ton of money off of our Omega-Co system and just our ridiculously populated city in terms of taxes. We're making about we have about 375,000 people in the city right now. It's including all the big mega towers and our really dense cityscape in the middle there. And then towards the back, you can see we have this ridiculous grid of just water plants, sewage treatment plants. We've got all of the services down, like the fire, the police, and the health, all going out to all the different cities. So that's why it's just so ridiculously expensive to run this city. But I do think in the end, what we wanted to get done, which was the utility city, the aspect of just being supplier of everything, when it comes to services, utilities, whatever else, definitely achieved that in the city, so that's nice. And we also get the bonus little bit of profit we'll have once we get rid of this power plant. So that's it for now for the 3 cities, and now on to our future plans. So this series has been really popular, actually. I was surprised at how much you guys seem to like this series compared to what I thought was going to be the actual reaction to it, because I'd already done a few different SimCity series in the past. But I think that this was my surprise favorite DLC of the game so far. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, I bought it originally just thinking, well, you know what? New DLC, I'll give it a shot. And I actually really liked it a lot. So I'm thinking I'm going to continue this series. I'm going to go ahead and make more cities. I've already got plans for another big, just super high population city that's going to make a lot of money off of taxes. Hopefully get some utilities from our Gloomsville city, and then we'll also handle the power issues on that side. But other than that, we'll just keep going and see what happens, and I guess just go based off what you guys want. So just let me know in the comments below what you like the most about my my series so far, and what you would like to see in the future cities. And that's the plan. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for all your support. I've gotten a ridiculous amount of support from you guys lately. I just hit 20,000 subscribers, and the channel's going great so far. So thank you all for that, and I'll see you guys next time.